Alright, so today we have an Azorius control deck. So I've been going through the control decks and the color wedges and just seeing kind of which I feel is the best right now in the current meta, and I don't know, whatever plays the best. Because not every deck, like for instance blue-white, doesn't have blue-white land. Like they only made a blue-black land and they made a red-white land. And for like control colors, they have like a red-green and other stuff, but point being, we don't have a blue-white land, but I mean, we still do have the Temple blue-white, and the Ralgren Triome is still blue-white. And I had to just slap some Tranquil Coves in here, but it's not too bad. I mean, it comes in, gives you a little life, and just mainly about hitting the colors that you want to hit. So I did update the deck list just slightly compared to what I actually played in the video. About halfway through, I just had to change it just slightly, but still got a couple decent matches, and but I had a string of pretty bad losses. I don't know, just started getting super flooded. Started off really strong, and then I started getting just super flooded every match, and I only have 25 lands in the deck, so I'm not sure how many. 25, right? Yeah. I only have 25 lands in this deck. I mean, it's not a lot. So for instance, like I had one copy of Ondu Inversion. I just felt like I never needed it. I mean, I had 4 Skyclaves and 4 Shatter the Skies and 2 Elspeths and an Ugin at the top end. Like I felt like I never needed the Ondu Inversion, and it was always just a tapped white. Like if I'm gonna put anything tapped, I might as well put one of these to get double colors, right? It was just, I don't know, it's just hit or miss. I had like a Sublime Epiphany, had a couple other cards too. But this is the updated list. It's pretty good. Pretty good, assuming that you don't get flooded and get decent draws. So if the shuffler is not your friend that day, then you better pick another day. I do feel like certain colors run better than other colors. I don't know if that's a shuffler issue or if they're pushing certain color schemes or algorithms or what. I don't know. But all I know is blue-white definitely felt weaker than red-blue. I've done black-blue Dimir, and I've done a Jeskai, and blue-white's felt the weakest so far. But when it runs, like, and you don't get flooded, it feels pretty good. Like, just being 2 colors always feels better, in my opinion, than 3-color decks. But so for the deck list, we have 4 Glass Casket, 4 Birth of Meletis. This is obviously aggro survival. 2 Essence Scatters, 2 Into the Royals, 4 Omen of the Seas, 4 Skyclaves. Any white deck, I feel like you need this. 1 copy Midnight Clock, 4 Neutralize, 4 Shatter the Sky. It's our board wipe, of course. You have to have these. Any white deck, I feel like you need all these, and 2 Elspeth Conquers Death. Just 1 copy of Inscription of Insight. Kind of a situational card. I mean, it's really flexible. In the late game, you just bounce, draw 2, and make a big token. Or if you need it on turn 4, I can bounce 2 creatures, resets the board. Or I can just scry 2 and dig for stuff. 2 Dream Trawlers are finisher, and then 1 Ugin is a finisher as well. Dream Trawler's still good. He's still a beast. I don't know, whatever it is. This thing is a beast. God, it's got long arms too. Anyway, 7 plains, 1 Castle Ventress, 7 islands, 2 Temples of Enlightenment. I didn't have the other 2. Didn't feel like crafting them, to be honest. Not that big of a deal. With all the mill decks going around, like, doesn't matter. 4 Tranquil Coves and 4 Triomes. Just for the blue-white and the option of cycling. So this is the deck. The sideboard, I have 2 Rune Halos. This is a situational, very situational card. Protection from certain card names. It depends what you're playing. I've played against a couple matches where I felt like I needed it, and like you just didn't have an answer for a lot of things. Like, I don't know, it depends. Very situational. 2 negates, this is always going to be coming in against, I don't know, well, obviously the counter, you know, mirrors, any type of counter deck you're playing against, any type of control deck, and also like the Omnath stuff, you know, like Genesis Ultimatums, Ugins, stuff like that. You need more negates in there. 1 Thieving Skydiver. I put this in there to try it out against what is it called? The little clover, you know, little artifact. Just steal it, and I mean, it only costs 3 mana. You get a 2/1 steal their artifact. I mean, it's you don't have a lot of answers. You can clover this away. I mean, you can exile it away with the Skyclave, but that's the only answer we really have, unless you catch it with a neutralize. But it kind of sucks wasting neutralizes on that too, to be honest. But you can't let them have it. They have too much value. Okay. 1 Sorcerer Spyglass. This is, again, usually control mirrors or anything. Like, there's a lot of, you know, Dimir or Grixis going around. Like, get their Ashioks, you know, stuff like that. To fairies if you encounter them, whatever. An extra copy of Midnight Clock if you're going against Heavy Mill. Or any grindy matchups like control mirrors. It's going to be really grindy, so an extra Midnight Clock is always nice. 2 Mystical Disputes comes in against mirrors, comes in against Dimir aggro. It comes against, usually comes against, I don't know if I'd put it in against Omnath, but any type of dedicated mill decks it comes in. Like a mono blue mill deck with like crabs and the Fairy's Tutelage. Omnath usually has too much mana for this to be relevant, so I wouldn't take it in. Baneslayers against mono red aggro. You can put 2 copies, only had 1, but this is definitely situational. We do have a lot of incidental life gain too here in Birth of Melodis, so in Dream Trawler. Usually if we can get to that, we'll be good. 2 Archons. I just threw this in. There's a lot of mono white aggro going around. I mean, I figured this could be good against mono white aggro. An extra sweeper along with another finisher, and 2 interventions for either life gain or destroying artifacts or enchantments. Any type of enchantment deck you run into, or this can kill the clovers as well. So there's this deck, there's a sideboard, and you can check out the matches. Okay, glass, early removal, birth, neutralize, not bad. Of course, depends on what we're fighting against, but they go first, like always. Oh, we're fighting against, okay, some type of little mono black aggro or something. Mono black sacrifice, something, something. Either go glass here or birth. This is not very threatening, but depends. I'm gonna go birth here. I want that blocker up, and then I want to just get some lands out of my deck. I can always next turn go glass casket and just lay a triome. Question is, okay, I'll glass casket that then, because that thing can come back. And it's representing 3 damage. Question is, he can pay 2 to get this. Do I want to cut him off? I mean, he could have another one in his hand anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I got a bunch of lands, so I'm not going to lay this down anymore. I've got 5 lands, and I'm just going to cycle this later. I'm sure I'll hit the 6th land for a Dream Trawler. He can do that, that's fine, if he wants to push 2 damage. Yeah, I mean, I'm not so scared about these, really. If he gets 4 of these, he's wasting 2 mana every turn to do this. You know? And then I can... Oh, he just lays that down too, huh? I gain 2 life right there, so... So here we go, boink. I can neutralize or into the royal. Depends. Depends what he does here. If he lays something like a Skyclave, a Rankle, well, that's gonna be... Yeah. I'll let it happen. I'm gonna into the royal that. Right. Take 3. I'm really looking just to draw types of removal spells here. Alright, well, we lay this down, pass. If He goes for Rankle again, which I'm assuming he is. I'm going to counter it this time. And then I'll Omen of the Sea at the end of their turn. Oh, now he just... Okay. He's going all in on the Whisper Squad now, huh? Alright, well, let me see what I can draw. See what I can draw. I'm getting flooded, man. Come on. Another neutralize. That's fine. Take 3. Alright, now we just cycle this. Skyclave is good. Essence Scatter is good. Alright, well, we're going to get rid of this one here. Because that does 2 damage when it dies, so... And then we leave up a Neutralize or Essence Scatter, either one. If he goes for a Rankle, we scatter it. I'd so Freebooter. Oh, we're just gonna scatter this then. Yeah, we'll just scatter that. Trade a Kite Sow for a scatter, that's fine. Okay. And now what? Now what? Oh, Rankle? Yeah, it's not gonna do it, bro. It's not gonna do it. You're gonna attack with everything. Okay. This has lifelink, you know, right? Okay. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I'm 1 short, so we're gonna do bounce these 2. All right, that should be game right there. He doesn't have a way to deal with my Dream Trawler. I mean, I'm assuming he's not running extinction events, right? In a mono black aggro list. But you never know. People run weird stuff. Just random extinction event in a mono black aggro. Yeah. A heraldic banner. Do I even care about this? Seriously, do I care? No, I don't. I don't care, man. I don't care. I don't care about the Whisper Squads either, dude. The most you can hit me for is 6 with those. A Scourge, well, that's getting countered, yeah, for sure. I do care about a 7/7. Yeah, I don't care about Whisper Squads. You can't. I can heal for 5 every turn, so. Oh, man, I'm getting so many lands, bro. You can have a 1/1, that's fine. It's blue, it doesn't get pumped by that, so that's a bad trade for you, in my opinion. We want to just see the concession. Do we want to see it? Nah, we'll wait. Wait. We'll wait. A Murderous Rider, huh? Discard a land, give it hexproof. Your Murderous Rider gets countered, now you can't use the other side of it. And he's going to Demonic Embrace on a Whisper Squad. And honestly, I'm just going to counter this because this game's over. This game's over. I just want him to concede. I don't think he's going to concede, though. Is he conceding? Is he going to attack still? Knowing full well that this game's over. That I have 5 power in the air. Okay. Well, we just have to beat him down. Beat him down. Yeah, my win rate's only 50 right now. Unfortunately, I hit a string of mill decks. I'm talking like 10 games, mill, and I lost like the majority of the games. I didn't have a board wipe or anything either. I got really flooded that game too. I only have 25 lands in this deck, man. 25 lands. And I'm getting flooded. So turn 2, Birth of Meletis. This is probably some Izzet tempo. Because people like to play net decks. Okay, so there's our 4th land drop and our land for Shatter if we need it. Normally, if this is like Izzet tempo, Shatter is not very good because they just go... Oh, it's black. Okay. So they're playing some type of... control deck, maybe? Grixis list, I don't know. There's been some of that floating around, too. We're going straight into a midnight clock. They do have artifact removal if this is the same list that everybody's copying, which people normally do. They copy lists offline, which I don't think is a good idea, because then people know what you're playing. I think you should use a little bit of creativity there and try to make your own list. At least modify a list. My God, don't just copy it verbatim. Okay. Does nothing. Well, if he's doing nothing, I'm doing nothing. He's just gonna keep drawing with these Maze Mind tomes. He lays down a Brood Pit. Alright. Try 2. We do not want all these lands, bro. Man, I'm getting flooded today. God. Oh my God. Alright, well, I guess we're just... Make him have it. Make him have it. Okay. Well, if you didn't have it, you're just dead. I mean, well, they have extinction events, so... But yeah, that's it. You have one answer. Another tap land, huh? Nice. Nice, bro. God. Alright, well. Mm-hmm. Maze Mind putting in work. Well, if he has this little destroy artifact guard, he better do it now. Necromentia. He's gonna name Dream Trawler, huh? He doesn't name Ugin. Look out, guys. We have a Necromentia gamer here. We have a Necromentia gamer. He only exiled one. I have one in my graveyard. Wow. I'm gonna get it back with Midnight Clock. Yep. It's usually what happens when you play a card like that. Somebody with no brain cells. Search target opponent's graveyard hand. Oh, you forgot about the graveyard part, huh? That's cool. That's cool. Play a card like Necromentia, don't even know how to play it. But then again, you would be playing that card, wouldn't you? Are you gonna do anything, or...? Yeah, it's at 9. Alright, gonna do nothing, huh? Cool. God. Alright. Just draw a bunch of cards in. Cool. Just draw a bunch of cards. Ashiok? Yeah, I mean, this is getting countered. Do you have a negate? Or did you waste your negate on my card draw spell earlier? You wasted it, didn't you? Ah, you poor, sad Grixis player. Who also didn't get my Dream Trawler in my graveyard. Okay. Sure, buddy. Sure. There we go. There we go. Alright, can we finish this game now? Do you have a way to deal with an Ugin? You have a lot of creature removal. Do you have a way to deal with an Ugin? If you do, go ahead. Bouncing an Ugin with Ashiok does not deal with it. Unless you have a counter spell to back it up, but you clearly didn't have it last turn, right? Because you wasted your negate on a card draw spell. A Bone Crusher Giant. Well. Like somebody doesn't have a way to deal with Ugin boy. Well, that's what happens when you play Necromentia. Sorry. Like, the type of player who would be playing Necromentia would be the player who would forget to exile my Dream Trawler that he named. Knowing I have a midnight clock out, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a midnight clock, so... Okay, neutralize that. Cool. Gonna push through damage, huh? Alright, put that back to your hand. Elspeth conquers death. Perfect answer for Shark Typhoon. Perfect answer. Boom, son. Lucan's hits add up. You can waste 6 mana on a Shark Typhoon. I'm good with that. Go ahead, buddy. 6 mana on a Shark Typhoon. You have a way to deal with it now? I'm not going to ultimate Ugin yet. Oh, he's going to shoot it for 1 so it doesn't ultimate. Well, that's fine. I'm not going to ultimate it anyways. Shouldn't you have put Shark Typhoon down first to make a 1/1? I mean, it wouldn't matter because I'll kill with Ugin, but I'm just saying. Okay. Shark Typhoon. So we could have a negate here. So what I want is a counterspell to back up my Elspeth. Ah, man. Don't want any of the. Don't want inscription to draw 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess, yeah. I guess we can bait him. Bait him with this. See if he negates it. He was hovering. He was hovering. Does he have the gate? He's got 2 cards. No, he doesn't. Alright. Oh, take it to the face. When are you gonna try to get Croxa back, man? You waiting? You waiting? What are you doing? I mean, you didn't have an answer for Ugin the past 3 turns, so what are you doing? An Ashiok? Ashiok doesn't do it. That doesn't really do it either, to be honest, but... Get rid of this, shatter this guy. He doesn't have an answer for this, so I'm just gonna keep smacking his face. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got a 2-2, buddy. Good job. Just keeping this in case things go south. Bone Crusher doesn't do it. Yeah. Alright. Essence Scatter? Probably not. I mean... No. Neutralize, yes. Goodbye, Bone Crusher. Alright. Any day now. You can concede any time you want. Any day now. Extinction event. You know what? No. I want to win the game. I want to win the game next turn. Thank you. Went in sync on it. Bye, 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 bye. I don't ever go first. I just don't go first. Oh, you're playing Magic? Yeah, you're not going first, bro. Once I do that, I'm gonna lay Temple. Because I was thinking about laying Ondu Inversion, but we go turn 2, Omen of the Sea. Turn 3, Skyclave. Lotus Cobra. Alright, well. That's gonna have to... we're just bouncing this, actually. Changed my mind. We're bouncing it. And he's gonna replay it, and I'm gonna Skyclave it away. So I just want to slow him down as much as possible right now. Adventurous Impulse. Oh, great. He's a crab. Well, since I drew another Skyclave, I'm Skyclaving the Cobra away. And then I will Skyclave the crab away. And lay Ondu down tapped. Mm-hmm. Would like to draw lands, but probably not going to draw lands because he's going to ruin crab me. So, oh, he didn't have the mana. Okay. Okay, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. You missed your land drops and it's great. Get rid of this. Just keep missing those, man. 5 mana. So what's he gonna do with 5 mana? Oh, he was missing red. That's why. Why wouldn't you get red off Cultivate? Okay, we need some counter spells up now because he's getting towards Genesis Ultimatum territory. So we need those counter spells and we need them fast. Unfortunately, I have only Yeah, he's getting another red. Yep, so he has Genesis. Oh, I'm just drawing straight Skyclaves. So, unfortunately... Oh, man, come on. Don't be stingy. Not there's my counter spell, unfortunately. So, well, we're not gonna make it. Not gonna make it, fellas. Not gonna make it. I'm gonna have to Skyclave aggro him down. Okay, good. He didn't have a Genesis Ultimatum. That's a small victory, right? Alright, well, let's just keep this. I still only have 2 blue. Like, oh. Very risky. Very risky. I'm countering this, though. I want him to take 4. He says good game, and I'm like, okay, if it's a good game, then concede. I'm not gonna concede. Yeah, that's getting countered too. Keep saying good game, but you're not conceding. So, is there a reason you're not conceding? Cultivate? Yeah, you can have that. Alright. Now he concedes after he called. Okay. Kind of stupid. Alright. So, we beat him with an awkward draw. But, I don't want to say it's just pure awkward draw. We stifled his Cobra, right? Which really stifled his mana development, right? Because he didn't want to get to do... He wanted to do, like, crab into, you know, the mana ramp, you know, this and that with the Cobra out, so... But, I mean, his draw was not the best. But hey, our draw wasn't the best either. We didn't have double blue, so it is what it is. Alright, so Birth of Meletis. Add 1 more of those. 1 more Glass Casket. I think I want to take out the Sublime Epiphany. And I want to take out the Inscription of it. This card has been good sometimes, though, man. It's hard to take it out, but... And I don't think the Ondu inversion is necessary. Well, maybe it's just the Ondu inversion. Like, this doesn't feel necessary. Every time I have it, it's just a tap land. That's all it is. Like, there are some instances where it is like, oh, it's nice, but if I'm so far behind, like, I have to have that, like, I think this is the list I would do. I would try this again. I just added a 4th casket and a 4th Meletis, and then I just took out the Ondu inversion and took out the Epiphany. So, there you have it. Try it out. See how it works for yourself. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, subscribe channel, YouTube and Twitch. Subscribe, please. Like it, share it, whatever. And follow me for more content, please. Thank you.